Kia ora. In this video I'm going to go through an introduction to our experiments topic, and you can use these videos to help you with your assignments or with your assessment if you're allowed for it to be open book. So what is an experiment? An experiment is where a researcher investigates how changing one variable, affects another variable, but everything else must be controlled. So we did an investigation in the 2.9 topic where we used a sample, observed something about that sample and used that to make an inference about the population. But we couldn't say that that one thing caused another because we didn't control the conditions. So we could say things like, based on my sample, I can claim that men in New Zealand earn more than women, but you can't say that being a man caused them to earn more than women because you're just observing what's going on instead, and you didn't change anything yourself and you didn't control the conditions. But with experiments, we can answer questions like, does making lots of decisions cause you to lose willpower? So does one thing cause an effect in another? And why do we need experiments? Well, experiments help us answer questions so we can understand the world better. And if we can answer those questions, we can use that information to improve lives and make the world a better place. For example, we can answer questions like, does a medicine for depression ease the symptoms of depression? Or does changing the design of a road make people drive slower? Or can a new building material stop a building from collapsing in an earthquake? So these are all things that we can answer with experiments. And in this playlist, I'm going to include 2 videos, which are good examples of how experiments on using electrodes in the brain have advanced medical science and have helped a man called Adam who has Tourette's syndrome. Our focus in this topic is going to be running a paired experiment, and I'll explain what that is in future videos. So this is a basic experiment that follows the PPDAC cycle and gives you a taster of what it means to conduct a real experiment. And if you choose to become a scientist, engineer, or psychologist, or some other profession that uses experiments, you will build on this idea in the future where you will run your own world-changing experiments which can help you, other people, and the planet be a better place. So this is the PPDAC cycle where you have the problem, plan, data, analysis, and conclusion. That's PPDAC. And it's a cycle because if you have a question and you plan to answer that question somehow by collecting data and analysing the data, and drawing a conclusion to answer the question, often that conclusion brings up more questions, so then you start going through the cycle again to answer those new questions that you came up with. So that's the plan that we're going to follow for our investigation. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.